You already heard it. I'm cute.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Talk. Here we go.
No, you better turn it off.
Over a dim, rocky road in a northeasterly direction, our buggy moved on. I noticed that the road stayed at the edge of the foothills, but always stayed inside of the road. About the middle of the afternoon, we stopped at a small stream to water the team. Papa asked Grandpa if he intended to go all the way to the campground before stopping. No, he said. We could put up for the night when we reached Bluebird Creek. With a good early start in the morning, we could make campgrounds in plenty of time to pitch our tent and set up camp. Late that evening, we reached Bluebird Creek. We didn't set up our tent. With a tarp, we made a lean-to and built a large fire out in front of it.
Who knows what a lean-to is?
Part of the team, Papa and I carried our bedding to the shelter and laid down our beds. Grandpa said, "While we're cooking supper, you see to your dogs.
What if she joins again?
Fix them a warm bed." I figured to cook them some cornmeal mush, I said. That's what they're used to eating. Mush? Grandpa growled. They're not going to have mush. Not if I can help it. He walked over to the grocery box, mumbling as he did. Mush. A hound can't hunt on a belly full of that stuff. He came back and handed me 2 large cans of corned beef hash, saying, "Here, reckon they'll eat this." I wanted to hug my old grandpa's neck. "Sure, Grandpa," I said. "They'll love that." Opening one of the cans, I dumped it out on a piece of bark in front of old Dan. He sniffed at it and refused to eat. I laughed, for I knew why. While I was opening the other can, Grandpa came over. "What's the matter?" he asked. "Won't he eat it?" "Sure, Grandpa," I said. "He'll eat it, but not before little Ann gets her share." With the second can opened, I fed her another piece of bark. Both of them started eating at the same time. With an astonished look on his face, Grandpa exclaimed, "Well, I'll be darned. I never saw anything like that. Why, I never saw a hound that wouldn't eat. Did you train them to do that?" "No, Grandpa," I said. "They've always been that way. They won't take anything away from each other. And everything they do it as one." Grandpa overheard our conversation. He said, "Think that's strange? You should have seen what I saw one day." One of the girls threw 2 cold biscuits out in the yard to old Dan. He stood and looked at them for a bit, then, picking both of them up in his mouth, he trotted around to the house. I followed just to see what he was going to do. He walked up in front of the doghouse, laid them down, and growled. Not like he was mad. It was a strange kind of growl. Little Ann came out of the doghouse, and each of them ate a biscuit. Now, I saw this with my own eyes. Believe me, those dogs are close to each other. Real close. After Papa had stopped talking, silence settled over the camp. Grandpa stood staring at my dogs. In a slow voice, as if he were picking his words, he said, "You know, I've always felt like there was something strange about those dogs. I don't know just what it is, and I can't exactly put my fingers on it. Yet I can feel it. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't rightly know." Turning to my father, he said, "Did you ever notice the way they watch this boy? They see every move he makes." Papa said, "Yes, I've noticed a lot of things they've done. In fact, I could tell you a few that you would never believe. But right now, here's something you'd better believe. Supper's ready." While I was helping myself to hot Dutch oven cornbread, fried potatoes, and fresh side meat, Grandpa poured the coffee. Instead of the 2 coffee cups I expected to see, he set out 3 and filled them to the brim with the strong black liquid. I'd never been allowed to drink coffee at home and didn't exactly know what to do. I glanced at Papa. He seemed too busy with eating to pay me any attention. Taking the bull by the horns, I reached over and ran my finger through the cup's handle. I held my breath as I walked over and sat down by a post oak stump. Nothing was said. Grandpa and Papa paid no attention to what I did. My head swelled as big as a number 4 wash tub. I thought, I'm not only big enough to help Papa with the farm, I'm now big enough to drink coffee. With supper over and the dishes washed, Grandpa said, "Well, we'd better turn in as we want to get an early start in the morning." Long after Grandpa and Papa had fallen asleep, I lay thinking of the big hunt. My thoughts were interrupted when the wonders of the nightlife began to stir in the silence around us. From a ridge on our right, a red hound started barking. He was curious, and in his small way, challenging the intruders that had dared to stop in his wild domain. I'm sorry, that's Fox. The fox was barking. Far back in the flinty hills, the monotonous call of a hoot owl floated down in the silent night. It was the mating call and was answered from a distant mountain. I could hear the stamping feet of our horses and the grinding, crunching noise made by their strong teeth as they ate the hard, yellow kernels of corn in their feed boxes. The night hawk screamed as he winged his way through the starlit night. An eerie screech from a close tree made by, as a tree close by made shivers run up and down my spine. It was a screech owl. I didn't like to hear the small owl, for there was a superstition in the mountains concerning it. It was said that if you heard one owl, it meant nothing at all, but if you heard more than one, it meant bad luck. I lay and listened to the eerie, twittering sound. It was coming from our camp. The creepy noise stopped, and for several moments there was silence. When next I heard the cry, it was coming from the right. I sat up in alarm. Had I heard 2 owls? My movement had awakened Grandpa. In a sleepy voice, he asked, "What's the matter? Can't you sleep? What are you sitting up like that for?" "Grandpa, I heard 2 screech owls." Grunting and mumbling, he sat up. Rubbing the sleep from his eyes, he said, "I heard 2 screech owls."
Do you like
Why, that's nothing. I've heard 2. Oh, I see. You're thinking of the bad luck superstition.
Yeah.
There's nothing to that. Nothing at all. Now you lie down and go to sleep. Tomorrow it's going to be a big day. I tried hard to fall asleep, but I couldn't. I couldn't get the owls out of my mind. Had I really heard 2? Were we going to have bad luck? Surely nothing bad can happen. Not on such a wonderful hunt.
What?
I found peace in my mind to tell myself
Where's
the
the
owl could
message thing?
change trees.
Impressive.
Yes, that was it. He had simply flown out of one tree to another. The next morning while having breakfast, Grandpa started kidding me about the screech owls. "I wish you could have caught one of those owls last night," he said. "We could have boiled them in our coffee pot. I've heard there's nothing like strong hoot owl coffee." "It wasn't a hoot owl, Grandpa," I said. "It was a screech owl. I don't know for sure if I heard 1 or 2. It could have been just 1. Pointing to a small red oak, I said. "I think for the first time I heard him, it was over there. Then the next time it was in that direction. Maybe he changed trees. I sure hope so." Grandpa saw I was bothered. "You don't believe that hogwash superstition, do you? Bad luck? Ah, there's nothing to it." Papa laughed and said, "The mountains are full of that jinx stuff. If a man believed it all, he'd go crazy." The encouraging words from Papa and Grandpa helped some, but there was still some doubt. It's hard for a young boy to completely forget things like that. Breakfast over, and our gear still back in the buggy,
if you have a
left
boyfriend.
Bluebird Creek. On that day, Grandpa drove a little faster than the previous one. I was glad of this, for I was anxious to reach the campground. About noon, he stopped the team. I asked him how Papa... I heard him ask Papa, "Is it Black Fox Hollow?" "No," Papa said. "This is Waterfall. Black Fox is the next one over. Why?" "Well," Grandpa said, "there's supposed to be a white flag in the mouth of the Black Fox. That's where we leave the road. The camp is in the river bottoms." By this time, I was so excited, I stood up in the buggy box so I could get a better view. "Maybe you ought to step them up a little, Grandpa," I said. "It's getting pretty late." Papa joined in with his loud laughter. "You just take it easy," he said. "We'll get there in plenty of time. Besides, these mares can't fly." I saw the flag first. "There it is, Grandpa," I shouted. "Where?" he asked. "Over there, see, tied to that grapevine." As we left the main road, I heard Papa say, "Boy, look at all those tracks. Sure has been a lot of traveling on this road." "That smoke over there must be coming from the camps," Grandpa said. When we came inside of the camp, I couldn't believe what I saw. I stared in amazement. I'd never seen so many people at one gathering. Tents were spread out over an acre and a half of ground, all colors, shapes, and sizes. There were odd-looking cars, buggies, wagons, and saddle horses. I heard Grandpa say, almost in a whisper, "I knew there would be a lot of people here, but I never expected so many." I saw the astonished look on my father's face. Off to one side of the camp, under the large black gum tree, we set up our tent. I tied my dogs to the buggy and picked a nice bed for them under it. After everything was taken care of, I asked if I could look around the camp. "Sure," Grandpa said. "Go any place you want to,